I'm going to take some of my white base coat on my number 2 script liner. This is a great little brush. It's synthetic bristle, so it's good for oils or acrylics, and a lot of times I do some really extensive acrylic underpainting and then put oils over it. This is compatible with both. Just rinse it out well in between mediums. You can use it for both. I do it all the time. Okay, I'm going to blow this up. I'm not going to make it this big on my canvas. I'm going to blow this up for your viewing. But if I do a seagull, I put in like a basic wing structure, and seagulls kind of have those M-shaped wings. They have that extra joint in their wing, whatever. Now see, I kind of painted it in white like that, and then I put a little small dot here to represent where his head is. Now here's the fun part. Watch this. I need something a little darker, or at least a contrast. It could be a little lighter as long as it shows up. I need a contrast for underneath. Let me try something here. Let me try this purpley gray and see if this is going to show. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to adjust it. Like I said before, it's hard to tell on the palette until you get it up there. I'm going to say he's flying this way. So if that's the case, you're going to look up underneath him on this side. That's not quite going to show. So I'm going to make that darker just to show you on camera. This will look different on my canvas when I put it up. But I'll be doing the same thing, but I'll have to adjust these values. I'm going to go a little darker just so that shows up against the background sky. That's not doing it either. Adjustments, adjustments. Okay. I don't want to get too dark, but enough to give you the idea. There we go. Now that's darker than I'll make it in reality. My sky is a lot lighter here than this, so I won't have to go quite this dark. This will give you the idea. I put a shadow underneath that one wing, and I let it wrap around and come down to his little rump like that. I hope that's showing up for you. Now there's all different species of gulls. There's a lot of them. Now see, he looks like he's flying that way. If I did the exact opposite, say I was to take some white and do the same thing, and put a little noggin there. Now I've got to put some indications of feet and a beak on him because he's fairly close. But if I did the same thing and I put the shadowing on the other side, watch this. The same exact thing, but instead of doing it on this side, I do it on this side. It just turns him the other way. Now he's flying that way. So you can put your birds in depending on how you want them, which way you want them going. There are a lot of different species of gull. I know some of the names of them are laughing gull, herring gull, whatever. But some of the common ones have the dark markings on them. They don't all have the black wingtips and the black tails, but I usually use those in my painting because they have such a stark contrast between the black and the white. So I can mix up something really dark here with the cobalt blue and the brown and the purple. It's just about black. Black enough to pass. And I just put a little bit of dark on their wingtips, a little bit on the tail. And since I've got that cad red light on my palette, that's a good choice to use for the beak and the feet. So I'll take that. It's very orangey as far as reds go. I'll take a little touch of that and thin it down and really roll this brush to a very fine point. And I can put a little beak and just a couple dabs where the orange feet are. And that's how I do the gulls. It's pretty easy. You start out with just the basic M shape, and then it's how you shade it. So I'm going to put some of those here in my painting. I'll make them a little smaller. I wanted to do it on that board for you so I could blow it up so you could see it a little easier. But I'm going to take some white, thin it down. Now some of these I want them to look very far away, so some of them I don't really embellish. I'll just put them way out here somewhere. And I really won't do much more to them. But the ones that I put closer, I'll do them just like I showed you on the board there just a second ago. And usually there's a lot of gulls at the ocean, so I usually put several in. But then I usually have one prima donna. I'm going to put him right about here somewhere. And it looks to me like he should be flying towards the center, which means I'll put that shading on his left-hand side. It's his right, our left, I should say. So I need to find an appropriate value to fit against that gray. I can probably just about use the same stuff that I had over here. Again, I'm using the same colors on my palette that I've had out here all day. I just mix them together until I get the appropriate value, the right lightness or darkness that's going to work. There we go, that's going to work. I put the shadow up underneath his wing and drag a little bit down around the back side of his body, where his body's trailing behind. So it looks, makes him look so three-dimensional. I'll go back into that black mixture that I mixed up, which was just cobalt blue, brown, touch of purple. It's not really a black, but it's black enough. It'll be construed as black when I put it up here. I'll put a little touch on his tail. And I'll come back with some of the cad red light for a beak and a couple little feet indications. Now, don't you think you could do this painting? The beauty of doing it on DVD like this is you can stop me and freeze me at any time, and I'll wait for you. So don't feel you. It's probably a good idea to watch these videos right from stem to stern, right from start to finish. But then come back and you can kind of play them and break them down. Notice how I'm bracing my hand. This is pretty touchy stuff right here, so I'm just trying to get a steady hand. A couple little dabs for the feet. And there he is. I can hear that wave crashing now. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this. Check out the other seascapes that are coming up on this same DVD. I'm going to throw some different themes and different moods at you, so check them out. Check out wilsonbickford.com while you're at it, and join me on Facebook sometime. Take care till next time.